Aikido literally means way of unifying energy. Aikido is the martial art and philosophy of redirecting the energy of an opponent's attack against them. You embrace the attack brought against you. You don't push against it or fight it. By going with the flow of the attack rather than going against it, you can transform the negative experience, the negative emotion, the conflict into a positive or neutral experience. Instead of butting heads with whatever conflict that you're encountering, you go with the flow and transform it and move around with the energy instead of trying to just stop it. Something that you can realize for yourself is how little control over your emotions you truly have. However, what you do have autonomy over is how you respond and react to the emotions that are present. You can either feel bad and accept it with love and allow it to be there, or you can feel bad about feeling bad on top of already feeling bad. As soon as you flow with your emotions and let them take their own course, you will start to watch that emotion dissipate. And what's usually our response to negative emotions? We don't want those negative emotions in us. We don't want to feel them. But what if I said that this resistance to your negative emotions is exactly what's causing them to persist? Why would you want to embrace something negative? This is a very counterintuitive concept. Nothing in the universe is inherently good or bad. When you resist an unpleasant emotion or a conflict you deem negative in your life, you are withholding love and acceptance from whatever that situation is. But you see, everything in the universe is love, it is acceptance, it is one. So by fighting whatever negative experience you're experiencing, you're inherently going against the flow of the universe, because there's nothing actually negative about your experience. But in reality, there is no negative, there is no positive, there just is what is being experienced. This is the true nature of reality. And I think Aikido is really intuitive to the fact that nothing is inherently good or bad, and that you can use the negative experiences brought upon you and reframe them as something positive or as an opportunity for putting yourself in a better position. In order to truly understand the origins of Aikido and the philosophy of flow, we have to go back all the way to 4th century Asia. Around 400 BCE, one of the most talented philosophers to ever walk this earth, Lao Tzu, created Taoism. Lao Tzu once said, "Life is a series of natural and spontaneous changes. Don't resist them, that only creates sorrow. Let reality be reality. Let things flow naturally forward in whatever way they like." The philosophy of Taoism, also called Taoism, has a very simple nature to it. It doesn't complicate issues. Instead, it allows issues to arise and fall away. The idea of flow in Taoism is specifically called Wu Wei. Wu Wei has historically been referred to as water. In a way, our mind and our emotions are like water. If you put water in a cup, it becomes the cup. If you put water in the ocean, it is the ocean. If you put water in our bodies, it becomes part of our bodies. Just like our state of mind and our emotions, they can take many forms, but we can align ourselves with our emotions and let them flow freely. And when you start to flow freely with your emotions, you'll start to feel much more at peace. If you struggle with resistance in your life, you might have a problem with letting go. You see, everything in life is going to change. It's going to transform in some way. And when you realize that nothing is constant, it becomes much easier to let go. Letting go is a core teaching of Taoism because it allows you to enter a more flowing state. I find that letting go can be incredibly helpful and useful to transforming your negative emotions. I'm not talking about letting go of the emotion. I'm talking about letting go of your desires. If you have a negative emotion and you are desiring to not have that negative emotion, I am telling you to let go of that desire. Oftentimes, our emotions are signals to us from our bodies. Your negative emotions should not be ignored or resisted against. They are presented to us for a reason. The last two letters of Aikido are D-O, which is equivalent to D-A-O in Tao. Tao is actually a fundamental integral part of Aikido. The non-dual nature of Tao and Tao have a place in Aikido, literally in its name. What we can learn from the philosophy of Aikido is how to use the energy of the conflicts and negative situations and emotions that are presented to us and use it and transform it in a way that is actually beneficial to us. Transformation doesn't happen by forcing it or by resisting or fighting. The longer I live this life, the more I realize that I don't need to do more or get more or have more. In fact, the more I surrender and let go, the more peace I seem to find. So breathe, surrender, and let go.
Because yeah, who wants to carry around this fucking weight?
You don't. I don't.